So, Captain Underpants Mega Blissmas came out to Netflix this weekend, and of course we're gonna talk about it. So let's get into it. Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Brockopp side, a place for those who live talking by movies, as well as the occasional Captain Underpants. And if you like found one of those categories, hit that subscribe button down below. But yeah, it's finally the holiday season, and I got myself my custom Captain Underpants tra-la-la Christmas tree. And not to toot my own horn or anything, but I did kind of sort of predict this was going to happen back when I did my review for Captain Underpants in Space. I said that, hey, maybe they should do a Christmas special next. And then Todd Grimes, the supervising producer on the show, left this comment here on my Instagram. So, it's kind of cool when you can be right about stuff. So the plot is basically the George and Harold thing. Christmas is a little wacky and outdated, so of course they want to make their own version, this time with Blissmas, which includes laser light shows, chimichangas, and all kinds of mayhem and stuff. And of course it blows up in their face, so with the help of Captain Underpants, they gotta set everything back to normal again, and learn that Christmas is actually pretty freaking sweet. So very much like the Halloween special from last year, Hackoween, we get to see George and Harold reinvent a classic holiday, and it's kind of fun to see, their wacky, childish versions of these holidays, which I feel like if you integrated some of that into Christmas, like the laser light shows and stuff, that actually could be kind of cool, but I definitely would not pick Blissmas over Christmas, just because if you watch the episode, it's full of killer robots and all kinds of other goodness, which I'm not quite sure I'd want to put up with every single year, but you know what. And it wouldn't be a Captain Underpants special without Melvin Sneedley in there. This time he's going around drinking this thing called Hamnog, which is basically like a weird, disgusting version of eggnog, which if anybody goes around disrespecting eggnog, we're gonna have problems, sir. Which even though I have no desire to try the Hamnog myself, it does lead to one of my favorite Melvin moments in the entire series, where basically George and Harold give Melvin a coffee mug shaped like his face and stuff, and he just gets all emotional and starts crying about it, and I was like, oh man, that's the sweetest thing ever. I didn't come here for tears, I came here for poop jokes, man. It also features Jim Cummings as Santa Claus, which if you don't recognize that name, you probably recognize him from some of his famous animated roles like Winnie the Pooh and Pete, Goofy's next door neighbor. And I really enjoyed his Santa Claus in this special because he basically plays two different versions of the same character. So one is the traditional holly jolly ho 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 Santa Claus, which he's got his warmer Santa Claus voice going on. And then when he turns into Mega Blissmas Santa Claus, he's all hardcore and like, yeah, Blissmas! Which that version of Santa Claus I think really goes to Jim Cummings' talents a lot more, because it definitely sounds like Pete coming out as Santa Claus. Okay, that sounded a little wrong, don't take that the wrong way. And if you've watched the show for a while, and you've probably seen some of those stop motion cutaways they have from time to time, and thankfully they brought them back for this special, but of course they're all Christmassy and stuff, which reminds me of the Rankin Bass stop motion specials like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and things like that, which I really enjoy watching every single year. So getting to see a little bit of that in this special was really cool, but I'll be honest, after a while I kind of wanted to see the entire thing in stop motion. I think a stop motion Captain Underpants special would have been really, really cool, but I definitely understand why they wouldn't go for that because, well, stop motion takes a very, 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 very long time. And as far as the story and the plot are concerned, it's pretty familiar as far as, family-friendly holiday specials go. George and Harold, they kind of do these changes to Christmas for their own selfish gain, and then they realize that was wrong and they gotta fix it. The one example that comes to my head immediately is the Fairly Odd Parents Christmas special, where Timmy wishes it was Christmas every single day, and then all the other holiday mascots want to kill him and or Santa Claus. So it's kind of a similar thing, but here George and Harold are significantly more likable protagonists, as opposed to Timmy Turner, who I'm pretty sure is a sociopath a la Greg Heffley, but that's another discussion for another time. Now, there is something about this special that I do feel like I need to mention, and this was actually brought up to me by one of my longtime viewers, and it's that this special kind of ignores the fact that Mr. Krupp, and by extension Captain Underpants, is actually Jewish, and with this special not really acknowledging that, I do understand that some people might get upset over that, but the way I look at it is that this special does not show Christmas in a religious light, because that's kind of how Christmas has become over the years. It's not just, this particular religious group is allowed to celebrate. Anybody of any walk of life can celebrate the holiday for various reasons, whether it be religious, family tradition, or they just like the feeling of the holiday spirit, spreading joy and cheer, being nice to everybody. So I'm not trying to say a character's religion does not matter, but I think in terms of this special, it's okay because it doesn't show these holidays in a religious light. But like I mentioned, some people might still take offense to that, but that's just my personal opinion. It's not necessarily the correct one, but anyway, moving on. Overall, I had a lot of fun with this special. It's fun to see these characters in a Christmas setting. So now we've gotten the Halloween special, the Christmas special, a Choose Your Own Adventure, and 4 seasons of the show. So I'm not really sure where this series is going to go from here. You know, we're probably going to get, at least 1 or 2 more seasons of the show. And then hopefully at some point, the one thing I want on my Christmas list is a DVD copy of every season and special of this show. They did one for the Croods, so now please do one for Captain Underpants. Owning this show in a physical format would make me very, very happy. But overall, go check out this special. I'm gonna give it a gold unboxing machete. So if you want to see some more videos from me like this, you can check out this playlist right over here. And if you want to see what YouTube recommends you watch me next, you can check out that video right down there. And of course, subscribe if you live talking by movies. And we'll see you on the Brockopp side.